too, but it helps.
It does
It
help.
helps block out some of the noise.
Otherwise, all you hear is background noise.
Yeah. And if you hold that mic, it'll help too. So welcome to the Thunder Road Show, brought to you by Westside Chevrolet in Katy, Texas. 99 exit both ways. Trey is over there flexing for you, Kayla.
Ooh.
Kirk Peters, Kayla Morton, welcome to the show.
What's up, guys?
Guys, okay, we've been here before in Dallas. This is your first attempt at Royal Purple Raceway. Dude, she's getting... Come on.
You guys are so dirty.
They are so...
I know. Do you see these guys back here? I mean...
They're trying to distract you, but you're not going to get swayed by these crude and grotesque people.
It's just us here talking.
Yeah, just think about it.
Let's talk about this new car.
Yeah, let's talk about the new car. It looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it is really pretty. Unfortunately, right now, it looks better. It's not as fast as it looks yet, but we're getting there. We got a lot of bugs to work out, and hopefully, with a good track surface like we're going to have this weekend, we can make some headway.
So you're here at the Redemption Exhibition version number 3 at the NHRA race. You were very competitive in Dallas, had an issue with the intake exploding or dropping a valve or something, right?
We broke a Pro Charger and changed it out in like 10 minutes, and then actually against the 55, we dropped a valve at like 200 foot in, came around me.
It was nasty.
It was nasty, and I was pissed.
And you got a new intake, though, so that's nice.
Yeah, Dad actually built our intake from scratch and fitted it all up before we put the motor in this time.
So let's settle this right now. This is a brand new car, or is this the old car with a new body?
This is a brand new car. Unfortunately, you can't just put a skin on an old chassis. They're too wide. They don't fit. It's not just like a cookie cutter. You can't just put it on. Everything has to be new. It doesn't work like that.
Some people can get away with it, apparently.
Oh, no.
Some people can, but Mustangs just don't work that way, I guess.
So why did you decide to go with a balloon white wrap instead of the old paint scheme that you had on the previous car?
It's actually paint. It's not
is
a
it?
wrap.
Okay.
And Dad looked at me and said, "What color do you want it?" And I said, "White." I just think white's really pretty, and I wanted black wheels. And it's amazing how many different whites there are. I swear I looked at 400 whites before I decided on that one. But
is it balloon white or like a satin white?
It's actually a 2016 Cadillac CTS-V white.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
So, being on high-tech Corvette, the high-tech Corvette fans will appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a very pretty color. It's pretty in the sun. I'm happy with it.
It looks great.
Thank you.
And Pro Charger sticks out like a sore thumb on it now.
Hey, that's my people.
I know,
gotta
right?
make it stick out. Yeah.
Like it should be.
Right. They take care of me, so I represent them.
Big block Ford, you're one of the few, besides Mike Murillo, that runs the big block Ford. You've stuck with that program. Still got a Linko style transmission?
Yeah, it's still got a 3-speed Linko in it, big block Ford with Hemi heads. Fords going Fords.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I always said I don't care what, the car doesn't care what making it go down the track, but it's when you do it with a Ford motor, that's pretty cool. You got to get props for that.
Yeah, for sure. I think it widens our fan base too. Everybody's always excited to see a big block Ford in a Mustang.
Yeah. So your better half, or your other half, let's say you're better.
Yeah, not better,
yeah.
Just other.
Is he here this weekend?
No, he had an appearance in Ohio this weekend.
With the new car?
With Orangina. They're going to Ohio to race in 29-degree weather. I'm not jealous at all. I'm happy to be here in Baytown.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So the orange car, though, looks good. It's been making good hits. Are y'all excited?
Yeah, it looks good. We're getting the kinks worked out. We had a few issues at first, but we took it testing last week at Denton and then Wichita Falls, and everything worked out really well, and it's hauling ass.
Did he take his big boy panties with him? That's the question, though.
To Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I packed him in the bag.
We just have to make sure. He was none too happy about the reference to panties for Cooper.
Nah, he'll get over it.
So you're sitting here next to Kirk Peters. How's this? Any first round call outs or any? You gonna take them down? You gonna take the 55 down this time or what?
No, man. Oh, wait,
the first round call outs, they don't ever really work out for us if we call them out. If somebody calls us out, it usually works out in our favor, and just nobody's calling us out. So
it's probably going to be a chips fall thing where y'all just jaw out of the bag all of you.
Man, I feel like everybody needs to just let the chips fall where they may, and that way nobody's calling out a duck or I don't know if there's any ducks in this group this weekend. I'm going to say there's
James
not.
K is.
Nah, I wouldn't even say James K is. That guy's gone more rounds than anybody that's probably here. So he's absolutely nobody to be taken lightly. And, you know, if we line up with him first round, we wouldn't take him any different than we would Birdman or anybody else.
That's cool. And he's in a proven car that did well at Lights Out 9.
Yep,
and ran it limited, so it's not like it's a brand new, untested product here.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Definitely nobody to be taken lightly.
So the car looks beautiful. You got to do some appearances at No Prep Kings, which Kayla, you got to do one at the last race or the last two?
The last one.
How was y'all's experience on the filming?
We've done the last three: South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tulsa.
But you did some other ones where you were running the Outlaw big tire class.
Yeah, actually,
we did Edinburgh with us, and
before we ended up with the steel roof and steel quarters, we ended up. I think we won 4 or 5 of the Outlaw classes. So it's not like we haven't been winning races this year. But the last 3 32 car invites, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Tulsa. We've been in, and you guys will just have to watch and see how that turns out.
Looking forward to it.
Hey, man, we appreciate you here. You're the defending champions. You got the first big tire Wally in the Redemption exhibition. Good luck this weekend. I mean, got that big 880-inch Sonny's Hemi.
Hey, man, I can't say enough about that Sonny's motor, and with a nitrous outlet on board. The thing makes a ton of power. We're probably one of the only cars in the field, no matter where we go, that don't run traction control. So, you know, sometimes, hey, you know, I'm not pointing any fingers about the traction control. You know, and sometimes we get it right and sometimes we get it wrong. But, hey.
You don't need traction control when you got a grid and you can program all your traction control in the
time. If you got a badass driver like Chuck Parker, or you know, we don't even run the grid. We don't run any of that. But here's the deal: every time we lose a race, I get a text from my brother or somebody that says, "Are you ready for traction control yet?" Not really, because we've won more races without it than you have with it. So.
Well, you can bank the bank the kits. You can progress the kits. You can do it with timing. I mean, you got all that stuff in, and you don't necessarily need to have it.
Yeah, I mean, Chuck and I, we walk the track every race we go to, and, you know, we decide on, hey, it's going to take this or it won't take this. We're going to take a degree out here, or we're going to add a degree here. We do all that ourselves, and like I said, sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. A lot of times it works.
Very cool. We appreciate you guys coming over. Shout out to y'all sponsors. Kayla, go first.
Profiler Nation to start with. Pro Chargers, Stand Tough, you know, we couldn't do it without any of them. I can't say enough about my suspension. Stand Tough takes care of us. Ron's always a phone call away. Lansdowne Race Cars, who built the entire car in like 4 months. It was a ridiculous turnaround. Insane. He worked his butt off to finish that car. Who else am I missing? Optic Armor provided us with all new glass for the car, which I really appreciated. JMS Chip provides us our tires every time we need a set. So I got some serious backers and, you know, good teammates.
You better thank Stanley, your daddy. I promise you that.
Hey, everybody always, you know, knows the heart behind my team, and my dad's always there no matter what. And without him, we couldn't do any of it.
And your parents are the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Yeah, my parents are legit. They take care of everybody. You know, it's like a mobile welding shop. You know, somebody needs something welded, you got to bring it to Stanley. You need banana pudding, you better come and see Mama. You know?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I've benefited from both.
Our trailer's always open. My parents are always down to help.
Everything in between, right?
Everything in between.
That's right.
So, both of you going to run all of the Redemption races? Are y'all planning on doing filmings next year if you get asked?
Yeah, both. We're going to do all the Redemption races for sure with the 55. And then when they release the schedule for the No Prep Kings Season 2, that will definitely be something that we will factor into our schedule and what we're doing. For
Dirty South No Prep, y'all have any intentions of going to that?
Yeah, absolutely. We have prior commitments as far as the 55 goes. their next race is Odessa, I think, and we're already pre-committed to Kansas. So, I mean, there's some conflicts there, but we're going to try to make it work where we hit everything that's important to everybody.
That's cool. The same with you, Kayla?
Yeah, we're going to hit as many as we can. Redemption's first priority for us. If they invite us to film, we'll be happy to do that. I raced my way in. I won the Race Your Way In race, so I should be, good to go for next year. We're committed to Odessa since, Kansas kind of came in and booked on their date, so we're going to go there and try to hit just as many as we can and without wearing it out too much.
Well, this is, we saw the energy in No Prep last year with Redemption and Dirty South, and then now the filming, and it's just going berserk, and everybody in the country now knows what No Prep is, where the fuel guys didn't even know what it was 2 years ago. So.
Now they're watching it on TV, man.
Yeah.
Dude, the coolest thing that I've seen in a long time was the weekend before last when Bo Butner, they asked him what was going on, and he was like, I just made a little side wager. I learned that from the No Prep.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the coolest thing ever. I mean, for anybody that's a No Prep racer, a true No Prep racer, that was the coolest thing ever. I mean, I've watched that video a million times.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't seen it, get on there and look up Bo Butner talking about No Prep.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
It was the 4 wide in Las Vegas.
That was
Very cool.
He did a side bet for $1,000 first round.
Yes, sir, he did. And that's what, and they asked him about it, and he's like, I learned that over there in the No Prep world. That's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah, they know who we are, and it's not even fun over there. They're all over here partying with us, drinking, having a good time. Scott Palmer's right here behind me. Alex Laughlin came in earlier. We're having a good time. We're like a big family. It's kind of different for them.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, we were over there earlier, and you go around those guys' pits, and they don't want each other in each other's pits. I mean, it's that
Everything's covered
secretive.
up.
It's really secretive, and it's don't come here and don't go there and don't do this. When you come over to the No Prep world, it's come in our pits, hang out, let's eat, let's drink, let's have a good time.
Yeah.
And it's just a different world.
It's not cutthroat like over
It's not cutthroat. It really isn't, but we're just as competitive as far as the racing goes.
Yep.
And we take it just as serious as anybody else does. So.
Very cool. All right, well, we got to get some more people in here. Let's get Larry Baker and Steve Wiley in. Appreciate you guys coming. You want to shout out to your sponsors?
Yeah, absolutely. Sonny's World Class Racing Engines, Nitrous Outlet. We've got so many Nitro gear, Rosler transmissions. We've got so many D-Shields glass. There's so many people that help us make this possible, what we do week in and week out, that it would be impossible to name each and every one of them. Without them, we couldn't do it. But yeah,
Good job.
Thank you to everybody.
Hey, no problem.
Heck yeah.
Glad you guys were able to shout out to them, and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem. Put on a show.
Yeah,
and sell
we
a
can
lot
do
of
that.
shirts. Y'all come out here, Royal Purple Raceway this weekend, NHRA Spring Nationals. See all your No Prep favorites and buy some gear.
Yeah, absolutely. Come by and see us. Our pits aren't roped off. You can come in our pits, stick your kids in the car, whatever. We
Check
don't
it
care.
out.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's awesome.
And,
So, you're not going to talk any shit before you get up?
to be honest with you, I don't know where Frankie Taylor went.
He had to go build Birdman's
Oh,
motor.
let's talk shit about him.
Yeah, let's talk shit about Frankie.
I kind of wanted to talk a little shit because he told me a while ago, he said, hey, I got to go over here and get Birdman's motor back together. And I said, is that why he blows it up all the time?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was like,
No, this is his first time.
because here's the deal. At Ennis, at the Redemption No Prep NHRA Fall Nationals,
Yeah. In the finals, he blew my ear out.
and he did. We were in the finals with Frankie Taylor against the 55, and he dropped the valve and knocked the blower off the car. And so I kind of, when he told me he had to get over and get Birdman's motor back together, and we were in Tucson. I think Birdman rolled the track down like 7 times that weekend. And so I was like, that's why he has all the problems he has.
There
Well,
you
this
go.
is Frankie's first time at rebuilding it. So
Yeah, he can't
give him a
claim
bit.
that.
No, I agree, and it's all in fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Good deal.
So-
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Yep, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Good luck this
guys.
weekend.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Good luck to y'all.
Oh, Britt wants to talk shit. Just take the mic.
I'm gonna say, as bracket racers, I mean, I've called out Johnny Ezel, the baddest man on the planet. We're building a no prep car, and y'all don't want them problems.
Oh, no.
We do want those problems.
No, our pit's open too. You know, y'all don't want the problems. We're gonna bring over there.
Problems.
So
Nah.
this is a bunch of talk right now, though. What are you building?
Racing problems. I heard that you just got a warning for excessive braking. I don't want a penalty for excessive braking. Who does that?
That's in that world. Hey, we stretch the rules.
Hey, who wants to slow down in a drag race?
Hey, I'm just telling y'all don't want the problems we'll bring over. We're not a bunch of dumbasses.
If you hit the brakes, I want the problems.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll bring it. We're coming.
Hey,
we're coming.
We invite all bracket racers.
Coming.